I don't know. I don't think I need to start this video in any particular way. I think by the title, you guys know what's about to happen. Especially over the last few years, you guys have been noticing that I'm not very consistent with my uploads as much anymore. I seem distracted. Things just aren't the way they used to be. I gotta say, it's because... I'm gonna say this publicly for the first time, but it's because this aquarium gallery is closing. Can't believe I'm doing this. It's even come to this, but was it for nothing? I don't think so. I think that there's been a lot of good and bad that's come of this aquarium gallery, but I mean, let's kind of start from the beginning. My first 5 years on YouTube, I was just making videos, sharing what I was up to, sharing my fish tanks and some projects and whatnot. There was making no money, so like money was never a factor because you couldn't make any money, but it was just wanting to share with you guys. And next thing I knew, my channel took off and it got popular, and you guys were calling me the DIY king and the king of DIY. So I was like, okay, well that sounds a lot better than Waru Joey. And this is so hard to explain because I've said this stuff so many times, but now it's literally everything is full circle. From my basement, I'd realized that if I could reach as many hobbyists as I did with 3 fish tanks, imagine if I had an entire building dedicated to aquariums. Imagine if, I had 10, 20 tanks. Imagine what we could do. So I dove head first into it. And I think it was like March 2017, a little over 4 years ago, I announced the aquarium gallery. It's gone through a lot of changes over the last 4 years. And I think... a lot of positive has come from it. I mean, we reached hundreds of millions of people. We trended the #1 video on YouTube. We got into the top trending page like 20 times. I mean, we got so many people to the hobby and exposed so many people to our passions through us. Through you guys too. You guys watching it and popularizing it and sharing it and liking it and commenting. And this wasn't just me. Heck, I could talk to myself all day in the mirror and nobody's gonna care. Had a massive effect on a lot of things in the aquarium industry, but I don't really care about that anymore. Over the past couple of years, I've simply lost interest in my fish tanks. And it sucks, because this is all I am, this is all I know. I've been doing this for 13 years. Not the hobby, I've been doing the hobby for 20 years, but 13 years as a YouTuber. Not a year or two, I didn't just get started. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear when I say these numbers. But you can't understand or fathom the fact that part of my identity is being a YouTuber. I don't know what else I would do with my life without this. I shot myself in the foot. Because what I thought we would do with the aquarium gallery, and when I first opened this place and I first announced it before a single fish was in here, I said, we'll set up all these tanks and then we're gonna cycle through them. We'll set up 10 tanks, and then once we get to the 10th tank, 10 months have passed, and we'll go back and we'll recycle the tanks and we'll do different scapes and different... That was fun and cool at first because I got to experience a bunch of fish that I never had and expose you guys to stuff, but what I didn't know was happening was my hobby and my passion was slowly being ripped from me because I was trying to please everybody else. When you look at your fish tank and you've had those fish 2, 3, 4 years longer, etc., those are your pets. I didn't do any of that. I still have my rays and my arowana, but man, there's so many fish and tanks that I miss dearly. But I took this too seriously, and I kept switching things out, and then I realized like average hobbyists are trying to keep red-tailed catfish, so I'll show you how to build a pond, but I can't keep this on my channel because it's too influential and people are going to go get a red-tailed catfish or a giant gourami and stuff. So I started having to, find new homes for these guys, and I didn't want to. I should have had permanent installations out here. I should have set up a tank, and that was it. You guys can like it or love it, but this is my fish tank, and I love it, and I want to have it. And I should have did biotypes for all of them, and I should have did what I wanted to do, which is a different area of the world, and showcase the entire hobby. I started to do that, but got lost in pleasing everybody and the numbers, and I was going through so much in my personal life that I was on automatic mode, where I'm like, okay, this, that, and the other thing. If I make this type of video, then that type of video, then that type of video, you know, shop for the fish, buy the fish, add the fish, acclimate, set up the tank. And then I kept repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating, and there's no denying that, but that's not who I am. I don't like doing that. And I'm not editing this video either. For some people that don't like the way I'm talking, this is just my emotions and my feelings are pouring out. I'm closing the aquarium gallery because I'm no longer doing what is right for not only the hobby, but true to myself. I should have went 5 times bigger out here. I should have went 5 times bigger. I built it 550 square feet because that is what I was legally allowed to do based on bylaws and permits, etc. This was as big as I could make it. I used to have my old garage. I ripped that down, new foundation, and built this entire building up. That's why I wear this shirt still. Even though we don't do a ton of projects, you know, still here and there. I want to go back to making all these projects. I want to go back to having permanent aquarium installations where let's get them as babies and grow them out for 5 years. Let's watch them breed. Let's watch them go through everything. I've already done everything else. I've already built everything. So it's like hard for me to build. I've already showed you countless types of aquariums. I've already sacrificed a lot for what I thought was the right thing to do, but now I want to go back. And I'm going back, and I know I'm probably gonna lose a ton of subscribers. I know that maybe people don't watch me as much when I close this place. I dove in head first, having faith in myself and my passion, and you guys knowing that you had my back no matter what. I should have went 5 times bigger. I should have had permanent installations, and the single most important thing that I should have done is open this to the public. But I'm 7 feet from my house. Insurance reasons and, of course, privacy reasons. I have my children here. I just never did it. I would have had to lease a place, and my expenses would have tripled or quadrupled, or... Then... You guys had my back before. I'm gonna ask you to do it one more time. Can't believe this is happening. It's raining out. Oh, man. I'm nervous. Now, this is the biggest thing that we're gonna do ever. And I trust you guys to be there to support me. I don't need any help. I just need you to watch, to click the like button, to comment. And most importantly, yeah. The first public aquarium gallery. I get the keys to go in on June 1st, and I'll be able to get in there and start doing the painting and fixing up the walls and stuff because it hasn't been inhabited for about 3 or 4 years now. So I got to get in there, and the first month is just the fixturing period where I go in and make it acceptable to how I want it. And July 1st, I can actually start moving in. To summarize though, it's 2,500 square feet, 3 bathrooms, 3 on the main floor is a massive open spot, a reception area, 2 smaller rooms. The massive open area will of course be all of the aquariums, twice as many as we have now, easily, probably triple, showing off all the aquariums from all over the world. Permanent installations. I'm not switching them up, we're not changing them, nothing like that. And then of course, open to the public. We're gonna have the main area is going to be all the aquariums from all over the world. One of the side rooms downstairs is also going to be an aquatic reptile room. Picture water monitors and, I don't know, dwarf caimans. Already sourced them, captive bred. This is what I've been doing for months now, is planning this out and sourcing things and making sure things are gonna be possible, etc., etc., etc. So I do have to, and upstairs is 2 offices. I'm gonna have my main office, and then of course, one of the offices will be for the podcast room. We're utilizing every square foot of this. It does have 3 bathrooms though, 1 for females, 1 for handicap, and 1 for the males. And they have showers and everything. Like, this place used to be a gym. Already did the inspection, signed the contracts, the leases, etc. We're in there for 3 years with an option to renew at the end of that 3-year period. We're not getting rid of anything. The thing is I already have almost everything. I need another 10 or 20 large tanks, 180 gallons minimum, and I already have the equipment, lights, etc. I mean, I've been doing the gallery for 4 years and accumulating and collecting. I mean, this has always been off to the side of my head, and wanting, a lot of the fish will get moved over, but I'm not going to run both. The 2000 will stay up as my only aquarium at home. Everything else, I'm not going to have 2 aquarium galleries, guys. I mean, I'm one person, and that's I got to put all my funds and, you know, the power bill that I'm paying and everything that I pay for bills right now has to go towards the new place. I can't double my bills, not on the income that I'm on. But I know you have a 1,000,001 questions or comments or whatever. Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be doing a podcast finally later today where I'm going to discuss a bunch of stuff and answer your questions. I haven't been able to do a podcast because I knew I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut long enough. I can't keep secrets. I always blurt everything out. But this has been ongoing, just in contracts for what, a month and a half now, going back and forth. It's been a process. With that said, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I'm going to do an Ask Me Anything, and I'll answer questions from there as well. I'll leave links in the comment section below. Make sure you're following the podcast, my Instagram, and here. Oh, I'm sorry I could have made this video a little more hyped up, a little more exciting. I can't hold it in anymore. I got to tell you guys, that's the plans. That's why, you know, videos are moving out slowly, because I really don't want to set up more tanks or move fish around, because for the next, I don't know, several months, as soon as we move in there, we're going to be doing daily videos again. And you guys are going to follow me along behind the scenes of setting up a public aquarium gallery before it's ever open to the public. We'll see how things go. It's an ever-evolving and idea. It's happening, but like the things that I want to do are constantly evolving and changing. I can't wait. I'm going to have to build most of the displays and whatnot besides the actual aquariums. I'm not going to make you guys watch me build one aquarium every 4 or 5 days, do that 20 times. But we'll figure something out. So much I got to do. So many things and plans and ideas, and all I need from you guys is just tune in and watch these videos. Tune in and watch. Click the like button. Leave a comment. Let YouTube do its thing. And let's continue to stuff this aquarium hobby down everybody's throats once again. See you guys shortly in the podcast.